Hello traders, welcome back to another episode of Chart Insights. This is the second, I think, no, we are going into the third week of January. So let's look at our chart to see how we can position ourselves for the rest of January. The the month has started very sloppy. Market has not really get that kind of volatility we expect. We still have a lot of the major pairs that are still ranging for a while now, but still we can still have a clear direction of where we want to trade to. So you already know the pair I love to look at: major currency pair, indices, and gold and Bitcoin. So this video will not be too long, so I'm just going to make sure that I make things quick as possible. So first, you already know how we do it. We start from the higher time frame. So from the higher time frame, we have GBP USD. This market has really been consolidating on the bigger picture, but we still have a clear direction that this market is in a downtrend. We can see that it is still in a downtrend. This buy that we are having here is just a push back. So we are expecting that maybe price wants to come and visit this major resistance at this top, but price has just been finding difficulties, showing us that it may not want to get to this region. We may probably have price around this region, then moving backward downward. So this is what we have. These are my levels marked on the monthly time frame. So I have price moving downward now. These two things can happen here. We have break, retest. Do we want to continue, or price can still dip down inside? So these are questions the lower time frame will help us to answer as we scale lower. So if we look at the weekly chart here, this is my weekly resistance, a weekly support right here. Price, should we call this a flag? Maybe. This is moving like a flag pattern. So with what I'm currently seeing here now, price may probably want to still drop more back to this weekly resistance before we have any surge to the upside. So since this is what I'm currently seeing, that we may probably have a bearish movement down, and let's pay attention to candlestick at this trend line. You can see candle reaction, this here, this, and we can see shooting star rejection, weak rejection from that point, signaling that sellers are stepping in. So this sell, I'm expecting it to drop more to this point. We may have a sell to this point, then maybe probably from here we can have buyers stepping in back, and we can have another push to the upside. So now, to position myself for a sell trade, I want to look at minor levels. I can see rejection from here, also this high. So I can just mark my I call it macro level. I have three levels I usually mark: major, minor, and then macro level. So this is my macro level right here. So we can see price has tested this point multiple times, and now we are trading below. Let's look at the day charts. So day chart has been able to break below. We've seen this bullish movements, 4 hours chart very quickly. I want us to have a clear direction of the market structure. So if we look at this now, we can see that we have sorry, a push up, down, push up, down, push up, down, push up, down, push up, down. We ought to continue that push up if this bullish is still going to continue the movement. But now we have a lower high, and price has breaking the previous low. So that is already showing us that the market is already shifting to the downside. Okay, so now to position myself, I'm positioning myself for a sell trade. This weekly inner or micro zone has been broken, but I want to see a good break downward, then retest back to this level. Then I'm going to be looking for a short opportunity. So GBP USD, I'm bearish on GBP USD. So simple, I want to see more breakdown, more break to the downside, retest, and I'll be looking to short to this weekly support level. So that's just that. If we, even if we should mark a trend line from here, you can see that this trend line is already broken. Price has given us lower high, so I'll be looking to trade downward on GBP USD for the rest of January. That is what I'll be looking at. Buyers can change when the week started, but based on what I'm still seeing on this chart, I'm bearish on GBP USD. Let's quickly check Euro USD. Okay, are you enjoying the sound behind me? Side day for you. Can the market day for us for the rest of this January? Let's see. Monthly charts. Okay. GBP USD and Euro USD move the same, but now Euro USD is rejecting from a weekly resistance right here. We can see these points, price get here, and then we start having consolidation. Price started ranging from there. It tells us that the buying pressure that push is already getting exhausted. So if you go to the lower time frame, the weekly chart, we can see that sellers now holding this point. Sellers are holding this point. Previously, if you watch my previous video, I'm expecting bullish sentiment on Euro USD, but the way the market is showing now is telling me that I may have to change my bias. But as it is now, I'm not interested on Euro USD. We are closer to a resistance, so maybe if we have a break and retest, I'll be looking to short. So we may get here, buyer can still step in, this market can still range, we don't know. Depends on how the market reacts. So on daily charts, you can see the market is in a nasty range. So the best thing is just to wait for a clear break, retest, and I'll be looking to short back to this weekly support. Same view on GBP USD and Euro USD, but I still prefer what I'm seeing on GBP USD to Euro USD. Euro USD is looking more of range than that of GBP USD. So let's look at the next pair. The next pair is AUD USD. AUD USD. Let's go to the monthly charts. So monthly charts, market is bearish. Most of the major pairs here, especially USD quote currency, we can see a break from this low. We are retracing. This is still considered a lower high from this bigger picture to this point. Are we going to have a massive collapse? Let's see. You can see this candlestick. You can see that weak rejection that we are rejecting back inside of this level that I have. So let's look at the 1 week chart. On the 1 week chart, you can see for 2 weeks now the market has been rejecting with the gravestone candlestick, telling us that we are having bearish sentiment. So we have this previous resistance right here. Price breaks, retest. Initially, I was expecting a simple break and retest, then continuation to the upside. But since the market is not ready to move to the upside yet, day charts will give us more meaning. So on day charts, we can see that price is struggling to continue to push up. And from here, we are having a possible head and shoulder pattern. So right from this right shoulder, price is even consolidating here. So this resistance is standing not just as a support, is also standing as the neckline of this chart pattern. This will be more visible on 4 hours charts. So we can see now on 4 hours charts we are having that pattern. This is a shoulder, this is the shoulder. So this point is considered as the neckline. So once price is fully broken to the downside, we wait for retest, and I'll be looking to short. AUD USD, I'm bearish on AUD USD. I'll be looking for short opportunity when the wicks open. The only thing that can make me change is if we see price going up again. But for now, I'm bearish on AUD USD. This is also looking nice. Let me asterisk this. GBP USD, AUD USD, Euro USD is ranging, so I'm not interested on that. NZD USD, let's look at this as well. Let's take it from the higher picture. This is also similar to AUD USD. Now, this looks more clearer. We have a down movement push. We're expecting another push back at least to this major support level right here. So price is still on its way to going down. So weekly charts, on weekly charts you can see the structure on weekly chart as well. A low, lower high, lower high, lower low, lower high. We are expecting another bearish continuation. In fact, let's see if we bring a weekly trend line from this top, you can see how that aligns. So we are having rejection, rejection, rejection. So from this point it's expected to give us a lower low. So from here we should be looking for the market to go bearish. So NZD/USD, I'm bearish here as well. Let's look at the day charts for more meaning. She say Aje Mobe. So now we have NZD/USD. Let me delete this. Let's delete this. Okay, so we have this minor zone, this minor supports. Price here has already shifted. You can see we had a strong bullish movement, and then we have this equal points here. Price gave us a lower high, lower low, lower high. We are expecting another continuation to the downside. So that's the reason why I have that level that I initially delete. Let me put it back, this level. Nobody know. Okay, so we have this level. Let's look at the 4-hour to see how that looks. Maybe we might need to adjust. Okay, this is okay, and you can see this structure. The structure has already shifted here too. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Now here is a bit flashy or maybe confusing. Price supposed to give us a lower low, but still price is here to take above this high, and we are retesting this level. We may see price going down from here. So NZD/USD will be looking bearish, and price is currently at a point where I may probably want to consider a trade entry. So if I go to the 1-hour chart, so we can see candlestick coming in already. We have a breach inside, retest, and then now when market opens here, if we don't open with a gap, I'll be looking to short NZD/USD. My stop is going to be somewhere here, 14 pips away, and I'll be targeting this next level. So this is how I'll be looking for entry on NZD/USD. That's that. USD card. So let me asterisk NZD/USD. Now USD card, this pair is trading at a resistance level. The market looks bearish. Let's look at the monthly charts. Okay, so this market here now we have, so we have rejection, rejection, rejection. Whenever we reject, we usually come back to support level. So here, are we going to come back to this support level? That's a question we need to ask ourselves. So but from here we have this minor level that price is reacting to as well. Is price going to continue going down, or we are still going to see the bullish movement to continue moving upward? So we have our levels right there. Okay, so we have our levels right here, and price is, let's check the 1 week chart. So the 1 week chart here now, let me remove this fib. The 1 week chart is trading at this resistance level, and we can see that we are yet to see price reduction, price weakening or exhaustion. So we have a strong bullish candlestick, and even the week close with still a bullish sign, Are we going to break, or we are going to reject off from here? This is what we need to look out for when the market open in the new week. So on the day charts, you can see the day charts candlestick are still strong to the upside. So for now, USD card, I will be watching this. I'll be watching this. Now, if I'm to consider currency correlation factor, once USD counter pairs are bearish, USD base pairs is expected to go bullish. So if I'm to consider correlation, I will be expecting USD card to push to the upside. So to trade this, I will want to see a break above this level, then a retest back to that level before I consider a push to the upside. So that is how I'll be looking for entry, but depends on what the market will be showing me once we start the new week. Okay, USD CHF, this also is not clear yet. Just like Euro USD, the market is ranging. We are at a major support level and price is ranging at this point. So until we start moving clearly before I consider movement here, you can see this is not clear, just like Euro USD. So this is out of it. Let's look at USD JPY. Now USD JPY has been very strong to the upside. This pair has been very strong. We have this major resistance. Price is currently rejecting at a minor resistance. So if we look at the day charts, looking at the day chart, we have a break and retest of this zone. I'm looking for a buying, a bullish continuation movement. I'm looking for a bullish continuation movement. So this here, so if price is able to show me bullish momentum back into the markets, I'll be looking to go long on USD JPY because this is a pullback to this region. If we can break above this my counter trend line. Now let's go to 1 hour chart. 1 hour chart here, we already seeing volume reduction from the bears. Price come very strong here, and then we can see the bulls stepping in here. So if we can see a strong momentum candlestick in the bullish direction, that will confirm a buy entry. Also, if we can break above this, will really add to it. If we can break above this point, I'll be looking to go long on USD JPY. Stop is going to be above. Major target is going to be to the next resistance. However, along the way, we are going to be considering this high as our first take profit level. So this is just what I'm looking at on USD JPY. Now that is done for the major pair. Let's go to gold. Let's go to gold. Let me take this off. Take this off and let's go to the monthly charts. Monthly charts, gold strong. We're breaking above this major resistance. My next overall target on gold is 5,230 or 240 thereabouts. That is my next level target on gold. Weekly charts, the weekly chart is strong. We are really moving to the upside. Let me take away this. We can see the market is really strong. Gold is strong to the upside. Day charts, now we start seeing the clear waves of how market is trending. So we can see a push up, retracement, push up, retracement, a push up. We want to see a retracement for a continuation movement. But one thing that I do not like is when we have a breakout from a previous high and the breakout is actually small and we are coming to retest. I usually don't trust this kind of retest. Most of the times price used to dip inside before we continue moving upward. So that's the reason why I'm having a trend line. So I'm expecting if price can retrace back maybe to trend line, though I still have this level. So I still have this level. Price is rejecting, but I don't trust it. I don't trust it at all. I don't trust that level. I don't trust that level. I don't trust that level. I can still trust this one like a demand zone. I can still trust this one. So if price should come to this one, is going to really meet up with my trend line, and then I'll be looking for bullish movement, but still depend on what the market is going to do. That's how I'm going to react. So on here, I'm bullish on gold. I'm bullish on gold. So that is that on gold. So I don't know how I'm going to get my entry yet, because what I'm currently having is still telling me that it's not yet conclusive. So it's currently inconclusive for me. Let's look at silver. Now you can see the case is different for silver. Silver has been able to break above my resistance. So let me take away this level. Silver has been able to break away from this resistance, and we've tested this twice. So we are having multiple rejection from here. You can see weak rejection from this zone. So silver is giving me more confirmation than that of gold. I'm expecting bullish continuation movement from here. So if I just scale down to the 1 hour time frame, so we can see bullish coming in already. So I'll be looking to go long on silver, taking note of this resistance. So I'll be looking to go long on silver. So to get in on this market now, this is the 1 hour chart. The market has really bounced away. I can just have a counter trend line like this. I can have a counter trend line, then a minor zone. Let me take that again. A minor zone here. So taking note of this minor zone, if you are able to break above and retest, I will go long on silver. I will go long on silver if we have this. So I will go long on silver if we have this. Silver is more clearer than gold for me. So let me asterisk this. So these are the pairs I'm going to be giving more consideration when the market opens. Now to Bitcoin, let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is looking like it's already gaining momentum back to the upside. Overall direction on Bitcoin still remains bullish. This market is yet to change structures. Monthly charts, higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low, higher highs. This is just a deeper retracement. For probably this can be our higher low and then a continuation push to the upside. Even if we should bring our fib from these major lows to the major high, we are still trading within the Fibonacci zone on the higher time frame. For this case, I am bullish on Bitcoin. So I'll be looking for a bullish trade on BTC USD. So if I narrow down to weekly charts, this is a weekly resistance level. This is a support. Price has been able to climb above. So now that we are above, I would like to see some retracement before I jump in on a trade. This is going to be my next level target on Bitcoin, which is 107. Price is currently trading at 95,000. So 107 is my next level target on Bitcoin. So I want price to retrace more, then I'll be looking for continuation movement. So let's look at the 4 hours charts. 4 hours charts. Yeah. So I want to see price. Let's come back well, a bullish engulfing bar. Then that will confirm our entry on the 1 hour time frame. So on the 1 hour time frame, let's mark. I make use of counter trend line just to give me just for me to avoid too early entry, or I wait for price to just consolidate then movement in that my direction before I take entry. So to mark my counter trend line, I'm going to mark this like this. So my counter trend line becomes like this. Price to go down, push up, and I'll be looking to go long on BTC USD. So that is that for Bitcoin. And for indices, most of them are, all of them in fact, they are ranging nasty range. S&P 500 S&P 500 has been able to break above a weekly level. If we can retest back to this level, I'll be looking to go long. Nothing much on the indices market. The market is yet to get more volume. Now this is already approaching this. If you watch about two series of chart insights, I've projected this. I took this trade from here. I exited around this region, but I missed entry here to have ride the trade to the upside. So that is that on JAP 225. The market, if we can have a pushback down, that is how I'm going to be expecting a bullish continuation. So that is that for the indices. So that's our episode of Chart Insight for the rest of January. If you want to join my Telegram group for trade entry, and if there's going to be any change of my bias, you will see the link in my bio. Join us, it's free, and we can share knowledge together. Thank you. I will see you in the next episode.